welcome to Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. I'm so glad you're here. We have come here to love one another, amen. We have come here to let our love grow. We are family, we're here all together, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. That's right, Becca, yeah. We were just talking about this. We have come here to love one another. We have come here to let our love grow. We are family, we're here all together, and we carry this love everywhere that we go. Oh, 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 oh. We carry this love. We carry this love. We carry this love everywhere that we go. We carry this love. We carry this love everywhere that we go. Yes, indeed.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. I'm Jean Bell. My pronouns are she and her, and I am the associate minister here. And I am so glad that you're here with us today. If you're viewing on Facebook or YouTube Live, please like and share this broadcast so we can continue to share the wonderful news of New Thought out into the world. This month's theme is, Oh, Give Thanks. And if you were with us last week, we gave thanks in so many ways. I'm going to read through the affirmation, and then I'm going to invite you to say it with me in one voice. Today, I choose to focus on the blessings in my life. By turning my attention to the positive aspects that surround me, I cultivate a sense of well-being and content. My attitude of thanksgiving prepares to welcome whatever lies ahead with optimism and confidence. I let go of worries about the past or future and instead embrace the here and now with positivity and hope. All right, everyone join me as we say this together. Today I choose to focus on the blessings in my life. By turning my attention to the positive aspects that surround me, I cultivate a sense of well-being and contentment. My attitude of thanksgiving prepares to welcome whatever lies ahead with optimism and confidence. I let go of worries about the past or future and instead embrace the here and now with positivity and hope. And so it is. We just have a few things to announce. Coming up next weekend is my ordination. I hope all of you have already RSVP'd. If you haven't, come see me and I will give you the link. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to sharing this auspicious moment with all of you. And thank you for being a part of my spiritual journey. All right, what do we have next? Yes. Toco Hills Community Alliance. I have the blessing of volunteering every now and again, and they're going to be doing a food drive. And so every Sunday in November, we are going to be collecting items, canned items, vegetables, pasta, all types of dry goods. Right now, they are overstretched with trying to provide food to our greater community. SNAP ABT cards have been suspended by the government. Individuals have been laid off, federal workers and stuff. So within the last month or so, they have fed, in 1 week time, 900 families and in 7.5 hours over a 3-day period. 2 days. 2 weeks, 900 families. That is more than they have ever done within a whole month. All right, so please bring in your donations. They'll be accepted in the social hall. All right. We started a 10 days of gratitude, and these will be daily affirmations that you can receive over the telephone. They will be around 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to start on November 17th. And these calls are to help us get through this season with an attitude of gratitude. So please sign up, and it's really simple. You just text join, the word join, to this particular phone number, 470-784-0250, and you will start your affirmations on November 17th. All right. I think that's it. Yes? All right. I'll see you soon.
With every prayer, I breathe the heart of God. I breathe the love of God through me. With every prayer, I breathe the heart of God. I breathe the love of God through me. As I open and allow, I know right here and now, I create a world where wonders never cease. With every prayer, I breathe the heart of God. I breathe the love of God through me.
As I stand here, I release my humanness and allow that spirit within me to open up and just come out and speak. Allow spirit to speak through me, because it is not I, it's the I am that is within me that says everything. So I listen, knowing that God is speaking through me, and I speak the words of spirit. I know that there is only one God, one spirit, one all that surrounds the universe, that makes the universe, that breathes us, that sees through us. This month, I am so grateful for all of the attributes of God that I share, that I have within me. I give thanks. All the unlikables that is within me, I choose to see through the eyes of God and see the goodness that is elevating me too. I give thanks, God. As the bird sits on the branch and leaps off into the universe, I too leap with it, knowing that God is holding me just as it is holding the bird. Flying to the universe, to the unknown, just bringing in all that it desires. I give thanks. I live in gratitude. I am gratitude. I step and walk in gratitude, knowing that gratitude showers over me, bringing me prosperity and abundance daily as I choose to do my daily affirmations, my prayers, my readings. God, I give thanks. I'm grateful for this center, for all of the practitioners, for all of the ministers that lift this place up, all the people that are here, that are coming. I see them. I vision them. They are here right now. I acknowledge that. I see that. I decree that. I give thanks, Father, for everything that is around me, all the people that are here that lift me up. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. Listen. Listen. And know that you have the power within you to speak the words of your world. I give thanks, Father. I have spoken these words in authority, and I send them out into the universe, knowing that it is done now and forevermore. And agree with me in simply saying, and so it is.
With every prayer, I breathe the heart of God. I breathe the love of God through me. With every prayer, I breathe the heart of God. I breathe the love of God through me. As I open and allow, I know right here and now, I create a world where wonders never cease. With every prayer, I breathe the heart of God. I breathe the love of God through me. I'm so grateful I am. Grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful I am. Grateful for all the love that I have. Everywhere I look in every face I see is love reflected, shining back to me. I just give thanks for all of these simple things, the joy and the peace that gratitude brings. That's why I'm grateful, so grateful I am. Grateful for all the love that I have. I am so grateful, so grateful. Yeah. Grateful for all the love I have. Every day I wake before I open my eyes, I count my blessings and I realize life is a miracle when I see it that way. I focus on the beauty, that's why I've got to say, that's why I'm grateful, so grateful I am. Grateful for all the love I have. I am so grateful, so grateful I am. Grateful for all the love that I have. And I know you're grateful. What are you grateful for? Here's your chance. I am so grateful for all my friends, all my friends. I am so grateful for my radiant health, radiant health. I am so grateful for the joy in my heart, joy in my heart. I am so grateful, the peace in my life, the peace in my life. I am so grateful, grateful. I am so grateful for all the love I have. I am so grateful, so grateful. I am grateful for all the love I have. Now add your own. Grateful for all my friends. Yeah. Grateful. Every blessing. Grateful for every blessing. grateful for all the love that I have. And keep it flowing all season long. Amen. It's good to see you guys.
Thank you, Penelope. And thank you, Al, for that wonderful treatment. I appreciate you both very much. All right. So again, I want to welcome everyone. For those who are just joining and may not know who I am, which I think all of you do know who I am by now. I'm Jean Bell. My pronouns are she and her, and I am the associate minister here at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. And I'm so glad that you have joined us today. Our monthly theme is, Oh, Give Thanks. And if you were here last Sunday, you know that we gave thanks. We had an amazing concert with Wanda Nero Butler, and we had 4 Atlanta-based choirs here. And I want to thank you, Penelope, for orchestrating that. I really am appreciative of that. There was so much love and joy and energy in the room. It was fun. And we decided that we want to have more of that. So definitely stay tuned. Okay, I don't know about you, but I can't believe that it's November already. I really can't. And during the month of November, you know what we do. We cook and we get together with our friends and our family for Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving or whatever we're calling it this year. And we naturally have a tendency to have an attitude of gratitude or feel grateful, appreciative about all the things and blessings that are in our lives. Yet, I don't know, it's been some challenging seasons around here. And for many, this is a very challenging season. Whether it could be old family wounding that we might have, or it could be financial struggles, health crises, or perhaps all the things that are playing out on our national and global stage right now. It can be difficult to bring yourself into a mindset of gratitude, especially if you don't have a gratitude practice that includes giving thanks and appreciation for what you do have. And as I was thinking about what I'm going to say today, the biblical verse popped in my mind, and it's, in all things, give thanks. How many of you know that verse? Quite a few. And in all things, give thanks. Many years ago, when I first heard that verse, I thought to myself, really? In all things, though? Come on, there's got to be a couple exceptions to that. And at that time in my life, I didn't have a spiritual practice. I didn't know anything about New Thought. And I didn't know if I could be grateful for certain circumstances that were in my life. Surely this mess over here in my life was not redeemable. And this mess over here, this chaotic mess, well, it's just a mess. But today in my life, I have a practice of gratitude, amongst other spiritual practices. And so as the verse came to my mind, I started to contemplate its deeper meaning and how does this relate to a gratitude practice? Because this verse and its proclamation, in all things give thanks, well, you know, that doesn't fit very nice in your gratitude journal. One writes nice things about people and about the things that we are grateful for in our lives. This messiness over here or this chaos over there, no, I'm not going to ruin my gratitude journal with that. It doesn't seem to fit. Or does it? Or does it? So I contemplated on that verse, and what I noticed is what the verse does not say. It is not saying to give thanks in everything or for everything, but it's saying to give thanks in all things. Now, there is a small but powerful distinction in that, and that it highlights that gratitude is primarily an attitude-based spiritual practice. Attitude being an overall disposition, our mindset, our mental atmosphere. So in essence, in all things give thanks is an invitation to embrace a mindset where gratitude is our everyday way of being. And it's anchored in our faith. It's anchored in agape love, resilience, strength, and a deeper sense of connection with those people that are in our lives and to the God of our understanding, even in difficult times. This passage is a mighty reminder that gratitude is not dependent on our outer circumstances. It's not just about the niceties of life, but it is a response to our understanding of Spirit's unchanging goodness. I'm going to say that again. It is a response to our understanding of Spirit's unchanging goodness. This verse then becomes a daily mantra to stay in the consciousness of Spirit's promise, the promise of its ever availability and its ever givingness through the use of universal law. I love that verse that says, I am with you always, and all that I have is yours. This law works when you work it, and it goes beyond any precedent that has ever been or ever will be. You see, Spirit is not bound by precedents, and neither are we. We are not bound by precedents or what has gone before. You see, when you can be thankful, when you could be grateful, praiseful, even in the midst of a world that seems to be spiraling out of control, when you believe in the promise of Spirit's ever availability and its ever givingness, in its power that is greater than you are, and know that this power has been given to you freely for you to use as you will, when you know that the very ground that you stand on is holy, then and only then will you truly understand the verse in all things, in all circumstances, in all the shutdowns, in all the chaotic storms of dysfunction of any organization or any government. In all things, give thanks because you know that the living Spirit Almighty that is within you and all around you is your source and your substance for all things good. When you know this, then you know that Spirit will always provide a way forward. Always. Last Sunday, we gave thanks through the power of praise. We lifted up our voices, and in doing so, we lifted up our spirits, and we experienced the power of praise and thanksgiving, loud, proud, and clear. We praised with the power of song and music, like our hearts was just opening up and flowing out into the room and to with each other. We had nothing but smiles on our face. Everything in creation reacts and responds to praise. Our plants grow better when we praise them. Now, I got this little plant in my office. I didn't think it was going to make it. But I kept talking to it, and I made sure I turned it this way and that way so we get the sun, the full benefit of the sun. I would say how beautiful you are. I just need for you to get some roots so I can plant you in some dirt. That was 6 months ago. That plant has sprouted a couple of more leaves, and it's doing great. And I would like to think I had something to do with that. My vibrations. Our children need praise. Our animals need praise. We need praise. We need to praise ourselves. We need to know how important it is to buoy ourselves up, to get up in the morning and get in that mirror and go, hey, how you doing? We got this, don't we? And then you got that egoic self on the other side talking about, I don't know. That looks like a heavy schedule. You know what they said last week? I don't know. You should go out there. Don't go out there, girl. Stay home. But we need to praise ourselves and ignore that. And we can move from weakness to strength. We can move from the ignorance and our egoic selves telling us we can't to knowledge and wisdom. And from a mentality of lack to one of abundance. Now, granted, I know as we move through this thing called life, we all know that we must interact with other people, and that's usually where we kind of get in some kind of trouble. And at times, we might find ourselves slipping from an attitude of gratitude to an attitude of irritation, aggravation. Okay, just downright pissosity. Just downright pissosity. Let's get clear. That is when we get to practice what we say we believe. This is where we get to examine just how grounded we are in spirit, in our practices. The quicker we catch ourselves, and we do. And it doesn't mean we won't slip, but our spiritual practices come with what I like to say, it's a kit, and it's got guardrails. So when we do slip, we catch ourselves, and it keeps us from falling all the way down or staying down. Because I want to tell you that true healing is less about fixing the aggravation or the old wounding that we might have. And it's more about uncovering why this thing or person was able to knock us out of spiritual balance or keep us from being spiritually balanced in the first place. And what I mean by keeping us from being spiritually balanced in the first place, as we start to practice, we begin to look at our stories that we tell ourselves about ourselves. And what we see may frighten us because those stories we've been telling so long, we're kind of invested in them. But what we realize is that they don't serve our highest good. They don't. We become frightened because who will we be without our stories? Who will we be? But I'm here to tell you that when you're brave enough, and okay, you don't even have to be brave enough, but when you're willing enough to make the change for the better, Spirit will give you a new story. Spirit will give you new opportunities that become life-affirming stories. You see, our purpose in practicing an attitude of gratitude is to embody and express Spirit in all of its divine attributes, all of its love, all of its power, all of its abundance, all of its peace and joy, all of it as fully as possible. And this practice of gratitude helps us get there. When we experience gratitude and joy, it releases spiritual, mental, and physical energy that cannot be accessed when we are in negative states of mind or when we have false belief patterns. You know, when people feel appreciated, they start to beam. You see a light of love coming from them because somebody recognized them. And from a spiritual perspective, we know that what we mentally send out into the world, what we are vibrating at, returns back to us. All thoughts, feelings, emotions are vibrational. Gratitude has a vibrational frequency of 540 hertz. The highest frequency is enlightenment, and that's around 700 hertz. Anger, on the other hand, is 150. Fear is 100. So where do you want to be vibrating at? All emotions are vibrational. And the law of attraction tells us that when we focus our attention on something, this leads to expansion. When we focus on gratitude and appreciation, we grow the things of our intention, and we cultivate an attitude of gratitude as a daily way of life. Not just a one-off, not just being appreciative because somebody let you in front of them, not just being appreciative because someone said something nice to you. Every single day, cultivating an attitude of gratitude. This philosophy, this science of mind philosophy asks you to look at what you believe to be true for and about yourself. It asks you to look at your actions and behavior and to reconcile whether your outward actions are in congruence with what you say you believe. This philosophy encourages us to go deeper and come into alignment with our inner beliefs and our outward expressions. It requires sincere reflection. asking whether our daily choices and interactions truly mirror an attitude of gratitude, an attitude of faith in this power that we say is greater than we are, and have faith that we can and should use it. When our inner beliefs and our inner behavior are in alignment with our principles, then these things are not just spoken, but they are lived. Everyone will see and feel your vibrational output of gratitude. Everyone will see that you live an attitude of gratitude. It won't be something you just say. Oh, I am so grateful. Your entire being will shine with the Spirit of God that is within you out into the world. Now, I've come across that some people feel guilty about their blessings, especially since so many around us are struggling to meet their basic needs. Please don't do that. Don't do that to yourselves. It's important to remember that when we are at our best, when we are filled up to overflowing, that's when we can best support others, when we first take care of ourselves. You cannot give from an empty cup, so stop trying to turn it over and pour it out. There's nothing there if it's empty. Fill your cup up with gratitude, with love, with joy, with all the attributes of the divine, with your spiritual practices. Fill it up to overflowing. That's when it is unquenchable. You become the light of the living Spirit made manifest here and now, because you're already that. You're already that. If you don't know how you can be of service, being guilty, feeling guilty is not it. Come see me afterwards. I know a place. I know a place where you can give your time, talents, and treasure. I know a place. I want to stress that what we focus on tends to grow in our lives. CJ was teasing me a little earlier about my metabolism when I told him, I don't know, probably a year or two ago, I can't tell him anything. He's got a great memory. I told him I could eat anything, and it doesn't affect me. My metabolism is still high. Well, lately, that's not necessarily true. And I had to go shopping for some pants. I'm just saying. I mean, it fluctuates. But then he brought it up. I remember when you said, yeah. I'm like, really? You remember that of all things? What else did you remember? I love you, CJ. You know I do. But we've got to remember, not just our body grows. We got to have an attitude of gratitude so everything in our life expands. And we exercise to keep this from expanding. All right. Maintaining an attitude of gratitude opens us up for more opportunities to feel thankful. That is how universal law works. Because if we profess that we are the dwelling place of the divine I am, if we aspire to be an instrument of its love, peace, of service, then that means we are to walk a path of radical self-love and compassion for ourselves and for others. Remember, when you start doing our spiritual work in earnest, what is not in alignment with spiritual principles will come up to the surface. Don't look at them as obstacles, but an invitation for us to observe them, reflect, and ultimately release what no longer serves us. When we do this, then and only then can we truly understand, in all things give thanks, because we know in whom we believe. And so it is. Thank you, everyone. And so we have receptacles on each side, and I'm going to ask if you have something of an offering, just to put them there. If you give electronically like I do, please put your hand over your heart. Whatever offering that you may have, just embrace it and know that is a form of thanksgiving and gratitude. And so as we prepare for this offering, let's move into that space of thanksgiving. And let us know that our financial gifts help us shape a future here at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta, one that is filled with love, compassion, and uplifts everyone we come in contact with. So now join me for our grateful giving affirmation, and let's say it in one voice. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I share with life returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you, SLCA.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I invite our practitioners to come forward. And let's close with our closing song. You ready? We envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. We see all people, all beings as expressions of God. We see a world that works for everyone. We envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. We see all people, all beings as expressions of God. We see a world that works for everyone. We see a world that works for everyone. Yes, we do. We see a world that works for everyone. Everyone. We'll see you downstairs. Let's get together for a meal. Social hour. Join us downstairs.